I'm Jonathan McRae from News Talk 106 to 108, and this is Future-Proof Goes to the Northern Lights. When I was a teenager, I saw a photograph that I assumed was a painting. It was the most perfect of pictures. A small house under a blanket of white snow at the foot of a mountain, and in the sky, a mystical green and red fog almost obscuring the stars above. Since then, I've dreamt of travelling north one day to see the Aurora Borealis. This is that journey, a 3-day adventure by plane, boat and dog to the Arctic Circle to see the most spectacular light show on the planet. We're just arriving in Oslo and we've spent the last 30 minutes flying over this incredible blanket of snow, and it just makes everything look so clean and crisp. Producer John Fardy and I travelled to the beautiful Tromsø in northern Norway in search for the Northern Lights. The first thing you're struck by as you fly into Tromsø by night is the beauty of the city. It's a fjord surrounded by mountains, all of them snow-capped, with the lights twinkling below. Welcome to Tromsø. This is a town that was established in 1794, although they've just found remains that show that people have been living here for over 12,000 years. We're situated on an island here, and you can see the harbour down there, Main Street. Up at the top of the hill, there's a cable car we're hoping to travel later on today. This is our base for the next 4 days as we go on the hunt for the Northern Lights. So it's Monday morning, it's about 9 o'clock in the day and it looks like, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the evening. We are at Tromsø Museum. We're going to speak to a local character by the name of Per Helge, who's going to talk to us about the mythology of the Northern Lights. This is Per Helge Nyland, a former scientist who is considered the region's guardian of the stories and history of the Northern Lights. So, what is the Aurora Borealis?
The auroras is the light that we get when electrons from the sun hits oxygen atoms in our own upper atmosphere. They start to glow and give off a green light, which we can see here in the Arctic. Sometimes we can see auroras in other colors. They are caused by different atoms like nitrogen. And in southern latitudes, auroras will always be red. It is strange to us, because we see green auroras all over the sky in Tromsø, that they are called Aurora Borealis, the red dawn of the north. But the reason for that is of course that it was Galilei who saw the auroras over Italy in the early 1600s. To him they were red and they were in the north, so he named them the sunrise in the north. There has been attempts to change that name, but Aurora Borealis has stuck, which is great luck because it is indeed a beautiful name.
We actually get our first sight of the Northern Lights with this machine. It's a replica of the same sort of device that Christian Birkeland back in 1908 predicted the behaviour of the Northern Lights and explained what was happening in the skies. Now we knew what we were looking for, it was time to go on the hunt for the Northern Lights. But first we needed a guide. Vidar Lindrupsen is a professional photographer who also moonlights, taking people out onto the mountains to try and find the lights. He shows us how to calibrate our cameras to make sure we get the most of what we see. Outside it's -20 and standing around looking at the stars doesn't keep you warm, so you have to be well equipped. And so we waited and waited and waited. And then the sky came alive. Bright neon green spewed from the north and spilled across the horizon to the south, at times looking like fire and at other times looking like something completely different. Something magical. Charged particles from our sun, guided along our magnetic field, were smashing into the atoms of oxygen in our atmosphere, firing off light in the process. The whole experience was overwhelming. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you something. Our videographer Matthew almost died on the mountain making this video. He lost track of time trying to get this killer shot. He got stuck at the top of Tromsø by a cable car which closed by the time he went to go down. It was minus 20 degrees up there, and he would have surely frozen to death if it weren't for 2 Norwegian hikers who managed to guide him down to safety. So, thanks for that.
Who will be the doctor?
My name is Geir.
Gail? Helgen. So that 2 gentlemen saved my life. Thanks a lot. Thank you.